Prepare for adventure like you've never experienced before. Asbin and possibly his guest talk all things nerdy. We are getting nerdy up in here, so here it is, into the Nerdiverse.
Hi, and welcome to another installment of this is the show where I just kind of talk about stuff that's going on in the Nerdiverse, movies, TV, comics, whatever. Sometimes I have a guest on, sometimes it's just me. This time it's just me, and I got the new background. This is only live on YouTube. Typically, I try to go live on Facebook and YouTube, but there's been 2 weeks now that I've had issues, 2 of the last 3 weeks. So I've decided just to stream this on YouTube. So if you are watching, comment wherever the comment is, whether you're on the computer or on your phone. It will also be on the bakerrangers podcast. So look for that if you do miss it or you can't listen to or watch all of it. It's going to be up on there hopefully soon. It really depends on how much time I have after this is done live. So I'm doing a few new things. I got new backgrounds, trying to change some things around, add some commercials and stuff for the Zero to Hero network. And other things, try to promote some things. We do have some things in the works pretty darn soon with me and Zero to Hero. So look for that. I will probably talk about that if Zero to Hero gets on the chat. If anybody gets on the chat. Let me actually see if on my end I don't see anything. Okay. Billy's here. Hey, Billy. What's up, Billy? I just wanted to make sure that somebody was there, or if on my end it wasn't showing up. So sometimes I'll have the chat on the screen. I'm not going to do that anymore since it is exclusively to YouTube. You guys can see the chat from the website. So, or app. So I'm hoping I'm coming out clear. I did change some things with my microphone, so things are changing. I think I'm getting better. But as far as you don't. So Billy said, put that cup away for those on the podcast. It's an OU cup. See, I actually got this at an OU game. I don't know about last year. I'm a big OU football fan. He's a Texas fan, so whatever. So, anywho, I guess in my case, the last 2 weeks have been kind of lackluster when it comes to catching up on things. I'm behind on some TV shows, some movies. I'm planning on maybe going to see the movie Nope tomorrow. That's my hope. My hope to watch Nope. Anywho. So that came out last week. So and then next week Bullet Train comes out. I probably won't see it till the week after that also. So it's gonna be slow going for movies. There's not as many movies that I'm interested in watching. And I need to catch up on some things. I know Jim from Zero to Hero wants me to watch Orville, and I've been meaning to, just haven't done that yet. Our movie talks are kind of ramping up. So should be recording another episode tomorrow with the Zero to Hero. It's going to be kind of a special episode, but yeah, it's this coming week is kind of a special week for Zero to Hero, who are our hosts, and I know Jim always wants me to talk about Zero to Hero because I should, because I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for them. And so Zero to Hero is cool. Stay in school. Don't do drugs. They give you bugs. I don't know. I'm just making that up. But anywho, so it's been kind of slower for me, so I don't have a whole lot to talk about. However, awesome. Thank you. Billy says that the audio sounds great. Good. I'm trying to make things sound. I want things to sound better without. Yeah. Just trying to improve the stuff. So hopefully. Okay. Good. Awesome. So this kind of came out this week. I've heard a lot about it the last few days. And that's the Flame Toys, Mighty Morphin, Power Rangers, Dino Megazord. So it's basically the Dino Megazord, but stylized into like this, like, actually looks pretty darn cool. For those on the live, you can see this. When I first saw the pictures, it was just the Megazord. And I thought that it was just going to be like a statue, like maybe just a figure of a really cool Megazord. It's $400, just quite a bit. But it's a combining Megazord. So it's all the original, T-Rex, Mastodon, Pterodactyl, Saber-tooth tiger, Triceratops. But they look really cool. Like, look at the Pink Rangers in the first few seasons of Power Rangers and those seasons of Sentai. Their Zords always kind of got a bad shake where it was just like, well, either the pink or the white, depending on what it was, Japanese or Power Rangers. But they've always had just this basic design where it just did one move and then that's how you transform it. But this pterodactyl has got wings, huge wings. It kind of reminds me of like the 2017 movie where when it combined, the pterodactyl wings came on the back too. So it's reminiscent of that, but it's like really stylized. Even the neck to everything else looks pretty darn good. This is a picture from Take Mode, and some of the differences that I see here, besides style, everything is just mostly style. Everything is pretty much the same as normal Megazord, but stylized. But the way the Mastodon hands hold the blasters in Take Mode, normally it just kind of pegs into, and the hands don't come out yet. But it just kind of is like the T-Rex with like really big hands. Just blasting. It looks really cool. Again, it's $400. So I'm gonna assume that this is gonna be a lot of the same quality that we got with the Soul Chigogan. We get with Soul Chigogan brand. And we will also get a Dragon Zord. So this picture is just the Dragon Zord. There's no, like, they don't have any pictures to really show of what it looks like because it hasn't been, it's still in the designing and process. But there's a 3D mock-up of that. So like the Mastodon, what's all kind of, I don't know how you would, like, what kind of style you would call this. Maybe like Japanese. It's like Japanese art kind of style. So here is the actual Megazord in all its glory. Like, look how just amazing that looks. Amazing. So it's probably going to have a lot of die cast parts in it. But it looks extremely posable. Probably more so than any Megazord we have. I love the fact that the Megazord, the Tyrannosaurus's tail actually kind of comes out. Like, look how just the tail alone. Like, if all the other Megazords that we had come out, even Soul Chigogan or the new Zap that just came out, had a tail like this, that would be awesome. And I think that helps with the posability too. With the tail coming out, you can do a few things, moving it around at the waist, which I hear that the Zap Megazord kind of adjusted, where you can pull the tail up a little bit, disconnect it at the part at the waist. But it looks really cool. So if you guys are interested in one of these, I think they might be up for pre-order. Just look how awesome this thing looks. The articulation just looks amazing. So I have to have this. I don't know how I'm gonna afford 400. Like, I have the Soul Chigogan Megazord, but I got it half off. It was on clearance at ThinkGeek. So, like, this might be like the best saber-tooth tiger. Like, it looks like it has. But the saber-tooth tiger has always had like some of the most posability of all of them outside of the original. Like with Soul Chigogan, well, probably Soul Chigogan is probably the best. But Soul Chigogan was $300 when it came out. Megazord. This is $400, but some of that might be because of inflation and everything. But it looks awesome. Look at this pterodactyl. The sword is part of the pterodactyl's tail, so you can keep all the parts into it. That's amazing. I'm wondering, oh, the Triceratops has feet. It's not like a tank. That's awesome. So now you can kind of, and it's got the rotating guns, which you've only been able to see on the Soul Chigogan. I don't think any other version, I'm not even quite sure if the Zap version has the guns where they rotate. Normally they're just fixed on there, which kind of stinks. But T-Rex, bam, look at that tail. Man, he's got gold toes. It's just awesome. That's just awesome. So, yeah, let me know if you guys are excited for this. It's coming out July of 2023, so we're a year away for this to come out. And I'm looking at this information from Taku Nation. They're a really good resource for this stuff. I used to go to this all the time whenever they started coming out with the Lightning Collection. So the combination measures 9.5 inches, which I think is like just a typical Megazord size. I'm not quite sure. I think Soul Chigogan might have been like maybe 9 inches. So, yeah. Billy said he loves it, but it's 400. Yeah. But you have a year, so, you know, if you can save up, you know, $5-10 a week, you should be able to afford it by the time it comes out. But it's through Flame Toys. So I'm not quite sure how this like the release is gonna happen with this. If it's gonna be, I'm sure it's not gonna be because it's in partnership with Hasbro, so it's not gonna be a Japanese only thing. But I'm sure it's not gonna be on that Hasbro Pulse website. It's probably not gonna be pre-orderable at like GameStop or any place like that. So I'm sure we'll get more information the closer it gets to it, but this is awesome. I want that. And then I really want to know how, if whenever they have the Dragon Zord, how it transforms with the that Megazord, or if it does. I don't know. I'm just excited about that. Don't know how I'm going to pay for it, but I'm excited about that. So that's awesome. Awesome. But that's some good news that's been going around for the last few days or so. For the last few weeks, I've had, I don't know if I mentioned it on this show or not, people that have been watching or have been following me on TikTok for a while know that I've been doing the Eagle Moss Hero Collector Ecto 1 model, which is 1/8 scale of the Ecto 1. And I'm only halfway through it. But unfortunately, and let me try to get that information up here as well. But what stinks with this is that Eagle Moss, they're going bankrupt. So, and the worst part of all this is, of the whole Ecto 1 model, like, it was a 3-year plan. They never, I don't think they ever finished going into production on their last kit. Cause it's like there's like 35 or 36, kits total, or months total, or sets, like 100 some, I don't know how many kits, but like the last 4, that was going to be the last month, is never going to happen. So anybody that started it when it started, they are going to get all the way till the last 4, which is not terribly bad for those people because it's just roof rack stuff. So the car is all complete, the lights and sounds are all complete. It's just some stuff on the roof rack that's not complete. But I don't even have doors on mine. Like, my frame isn't even complete because I haven't even able to connect the hood to the frame yet. So it really bothers. Well, it doesn't bother. Well, it does bother me because in the last 2.5 years, I've spent over $900 on this thing, and it's just gonna sit there with a bunch of wires hanging out of it. So it really kind of it's a bummer. It's a big bummer. But I get to save. That's $60 a month. I get to save, and I don't have to spend. So that's a bonus plus of it. I guess you could say. But it just really stinks. So it's a British company, so they don't go through a bankruptcy. I guess they call it they filed appointment to appoint an administrator. So I guess that's when an administrator comes in, looks at all their finances, looks at their portfolio, looks at to see what they can and cannot do, whether they need to sell this, sell that, close this, close that. But it does not look good because if you look at the top of this website, this is from Toy Book, that the Eagle Moss website is down. This is of the 24th. From what I heard I'm in a Facebook group, that the website's back up, but like you can't do anything on it. Like you can't. And they did other things. They did the Ecto 1. They did the DeLorean from Back to the Future. They did Aston Martin from James Bond. A few other things. And they were about to do the 1960s Batmobile. So I really wanted to do that, but that's not going to happen at all, ever anymore. Now there are other companies that do things similar to Eagle Moss, the Hero Collector, like Fan Home, who has from what I hear, I haven't done anything from them yet. They do have some awesome stuff like an Iron Man, R2D2, just awesome stuff that I was wanting to do after I finished that. I might have to start that sooner. But there's hope that maybe, I'm not quite sure if it's plausible or possible because of rights and everything, for them to pick up the slack on some of this stuff. Maybe, the Ecto one or all of it. The possibility of that's probably not going to happen, but it would be nice if somebody could pick it up because I really want to finish that because that thing was awesome. It still looks awesome, but it's not going to ever be finished. Which makes me sad. Makes me so sad. So for those of you watching, I don't know who's all watching. Billy might still be on. Is there anything that you guys are looking forward to as far as movies or TV shows, comics, toys? I'm still waiting on my Donatello Ninja Turtle Power Ranger pop figure for a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Everybody else is already getting theirs, and I have not received mine yet. I haven't even received a shipping email, so that kind of worries me. On their confirmation email, they did say up to 2 weeks, so I have to wait until Wednesday or Thursday. So I have to wait another week to see if they're going to ship my Donatello. And Billy, he got his, 2 days ago? And I ordered mine literally 20 minutes into it being live. It came live 8 o'clock my time on the 21st. And I tried to snatch it up in the Leo, but the Leo sold out while I was in the checkout, while I was it was processing my pay. Leo was sold out. So I had to go to Toy Tokyo, which I don't know why. They should not have exclusives because their customer service is not very good. You pay, I'm glad I paid through PayPal because my PayPal shows that I purchased something and it shows my address that it needs to be sent to. So I know that the address is correct. I don't see a confirmation anywhere, but it does come from Toy Tokyo. It has my address as the shipping address. But I've not gotten anything from Toy Tokyo at all on if I even have an order. I emailed them yesterday and I got a response back saying shipments ship out as they were ordered, in chronological order. They didn't verify that I had purchased it. They didn't verify that, which I was wanting to know the status of mine, but they didn't look it up. They just gave me just a bogus email. So it's really kind of crappy, especially since you couldn't just buy Leo by itself. Their San Diego Comic-Con pop exclusives were the Leo, Power Ranger, Ninja Turtles, and He-Man, and you had to buy them together. So that's a bummer because I don't care about He-Man, and I spent $15 more than I really wanted to just to get the Leo. But it's the only way to get it, because if you try to get it on those third-party sites now, Leo is worth more than $30 that you can, as far as I know, you can still order it on Toy Tokyo. Whether you're going to get it or not, that's another story, because I've only seen one thing, not with Toy Tokyo, through Funko, that somebody got their Leo. I have not seen anybody that ordered from Toy Tokyo if they got their Leo yet. So, hoping. And I'm hoping that Toy Tokyo never gets an exclusive that I want to get. Yeah. So that's my gripes with that. I'm just griping away right here. But But they did say I should get an email when they ship it, but I didn't get an email whenever I purchased it. So, when I ordered it, so I'm gonna assume I'm not gonna get an email when they ship it, and I may or may not get it. Hopefully, porch pirates don't come to my door when I don't even know that I'm getting it. So, we'll see. I'm hoping that Funko will send me my Donnie. I want my Donnie. Oh, you got a purchase email? Billy said he got a purchase email. I never got an email from Toy Tokyo saying that, confirming my order. Never got one. The only email I got from them was when I reached out to them to look at the status of my order. So that's weird. And my email is correct. Again, I paid through PayPal, so it has the information that I used to order it. So it has my email and my address, and that's correct. So they have my correct information. I know that for sure. I was worried that maybe I typed something in wrong, but I used autofill. Who are we gonna fight? Well, we need to band together people who are disgruntled, and we need to march all the way to New York City, and probably not go anywhere but with it, because if they're just gonna send us bogus emails, they're gonna, yeah, don't mess with Ben's toys. You don't mess with my toys. My daughter can't even play with some of my toys. You know, especially if I paid for them, like between Donnie and then the Leo He-Man, that's like $60. And I have nothing to show for it. Nothing. It's almost as bad as those people that pre-ordered the Century Ranger, the whatever he's called, when they pre-ordered that, and no one's getting their pre-orders, but they're coming to Targets now after like 2 years, it seems like. Yeah, Billy wants his power sword because they jacked up. Was that through FedEx? If you, I know you mentioned Walgreens, so I think they deal with FedEx or UPS. One of the two. FedEx is, I always have the worst time with FedEx. And Walmart when I order, because Walmart uses FedEx and sometimes Walmart messes it up. And then sometimes FedEx messes it up. Once I ordered, I don't remember what I ordered that time, and I was so excited to get it in, and I had an email saying it was delivered. And I come home from work and I have a package on my front door, and it is for a veterinarian clinic down the road, not mine. So I had to call them, have that returned, and then I eventually got mine. Somehow they found it and routed to me. So, yeah. Another time, Walmart forgot my apartment number, and FedEx. If you buy stuff from Walmart and Walmart screws up your address, even if you screw up your address, yeah, good luck trying to fix it. Like, I had to talk to like 10 people, and some of the people I talked to more than once because nobody knew what to do. Nobody. You can't fix it yourself, even though you purchased it. You had to go through Walmart, and then Walmart won't do anything half the time. Yet, I don't know. I don't know what I did, and I finally got that. I don't even remember what it was. But, yeah. Anywho, I'm still waiting on, because I pre-ordered the Zap Megazord and the Power Sword from GameStop, in the store, not online, in the store. I like to pre-order from the store because I got the hiccups. I don't have a whole lot of money all at once to spend, especially with the Power Sword that's $220. Yeah, I'm trauma dumping. I am. I'm sorry. This is turning into some sort of mental health session, I guess. But I pre-ordered the Zap Megazord from the store GameStop and the sword, because if you pre-order from GameStop in the store, you can put money down and pay on it as you go. But the problem is, I don't know what's going on with Hasbro within the last year or so, because sometimes GameStops will get stuff, sometimes they won't. The street dates on toys are just kind of a placeholder for when they actually do come out, because they come out whenever they're ready. So, but I want that. I want that Megazord. I saw a few unboxing videos. Some people had some unflattering things to say about it. To me, it looks good. Yeah, for the price, like $160, it's probably not worth it. But most of the stuff that's coming out now aren't worth the price that it's coming out as. Everything's just more expensive than they should be. That's everywhere now. Taco Bell burrito, and Billy's talking about Gripe Fest. Before COVID, a Taco Bell burrito was $1.19 in my area. It's $1.99 now. That's like an 80% increase. Well, 40, is it 80%? Yeah, 80% increase. 80, 70, so I don't, my math is off today. But that was like a 70% increase in just a burrito. Billy says the Power Lance, I will agree, is not worth $130. Yeah, I would assume that that's probably worth $100, and I'm pretty sure if it came out 2 years ago, it would have been $100. But everything has to be 25 to 40% more than it's worth nowadays. Unfortunately, I'm hoping maybe eventually things will settle down. But everything is just expensive. I'm still bummed that Hasbro made the Lance and the Blue Ranger helmet online only. So none of them are going to any of the GameStop stores. None of them are going to stores. They're all, the only way you can get the Blue Ranger helmet, according to the guy at GameStop, and the Lances are online. Or maybe that's just through GameStop. GameStop is not going to have them in the stores. Or maybe they'll have them in the stores, but we never could pre-order them. So I'm hoping I didn't miss out. I'm hoping because of the Zap and the Power Sword, I'm not going to be able to get the Blue Ranger helmet or the Lances anytime soon. Plus, I'm trying not to spend so much money because I don't have the money. But anywho, let's go back to the Zap Megazord. So I've seen some unboxing videos, and some people are there's some gripes just from me from viewing just the pictures or the videos of some cheapness, like with hollowed out legs and all that kind of stuff, especially with the saber-tooth tiger. It looks good, but the legs, just like, why don't they make it solid on the inside of the legs? It makes it look cheap when you can see that it's hollow. It's one thing if you cover up the side so you don't know that the inside is hollow, but you can see that on the saber-tooth tiger, which is kind of a bummer because not even the legacy version of it did that. So actually, the only version that did that are the two Hasbro versions. So that's kind of a bummer. Yeah, some nonsense. Well, that's nonsense, Yoda Hero. You have 2 lives set. Do I have 2 lives? Well, I was trying to set up my lives through OBS, and it wasn't letting me. And then, yeah, I noticed that I have a few, like, more than 2. It was like 3 or 4 lives for today, but that was just me trying to get things to look like that they might work. So, my bad. I'm going to delete those later. But right now we got this video, so I'm doing that. Zio says, I do like the Lightning Collection helmets. They're pretty good. Yeah, the biggest not drawback, the issue, but it was their very first one, which is the Red Ranger helmet. The gray was gray, like dark gray, and not like a silver gray. But outside of that, yeah, the helmets have been good. I have the Pink Ranger helmet, and then the Red Ranger helmet, and the Zed helmet, and they're all pretty awesome. Though, yeah, with the Red Ranger helmet, whenever I wear the Red Ranger helmet, I actually wear the Legacy version. It's a little bit bigger than even though I have a small head, but it's bigger, it's got more room, and it's got the better gray mouth and teeth on it. So yeah, I really want to get the blue one. I'm not gonna get the Dracon one. Like, I was torn on that. I'm like, and I think that's like the Zed one where it has like a voice changer in it, so it's gonna be more expensive, and I really don't think it's worth all that. Zio says the Blue Ranger helmet looks nice. It's better than in the show. That would be nice. The Pink Ranger helmet is about a good quality. Though I did like with the Bandai, the Legacy collection, the snaps were actually snaps. Like, with these, it just looks like it, and it's just magnets. But when you're wearing it, it really doesn't matter. It still looks the same. It looks cool. Billy's wearing the Blue Ranger helmet right now. Maybe all the sound effects. Sorry about that. I guess my upstairs neighbor slammed the door, or something fell in my daughter's room. My daughter's not home, so I don't know. But anywho, yeah, I really just can't wait till I want to get the Zap. I want to get the sword because, like, I've seen the videos of the sword, and one thing I loved about it is you can take your arm across it and make the light happen with your arm, or with your hand. That's awesome. I've seen pictures of it with light. It's smaller than the Legacy version, just like a few inches, but size doesn't matter, right? That's what Yoda says. Size matters not. Look at me, judge me by my size. Anywho, but I really want that. I have the Legacy one, and I like it, but I want that one too. And I love what I really love about the all of the weapons that Hasbro's coming out with the Lightning Collection is they have stands. So, like, you can stand them all up on, a mantle, table, shelf, whatnot. With the Legacy, they had the Power Sword, the Green Ranger Dragon Dagger, Saba, and the Gold Ranger Staff, but none of them had a stand. So Billy said ghosts, and then Zio's like, "You calling for the Ghostbusters?" I don't have a proton pack, but I do have a proton gun that makes sounds. A good catch. I got a trap somewhere, but I think the wheels broke off. I don't have wheels for it. But anywho, what else is there to talk about? Talked about the new Flame Toys Megazord, which looks really awesome, really awesome. But $400. It is $400, but it looks like it's going to be the same quality or better, actually, than the Soul Chigogan, which that is awesome. Like, that's my favorite, which you can see on the background. That's the Soul Chigogan version. Is awesome. But I do want the Zap one. I know it's getting some gripe for it being really light. Like, it feels cheap because it's light. I haven't seen it yet, so I can't really judge that. And I think majority of that's because it doesn't have any die cast in it. Hasbro is going more towards cheaper production. But at the same, or higher prices for the toys, which doesn't make sense. But that's okay with me, because with the Legacy line, it looks good with the diecast. Yes, it does. But it makes it extremely, extremely heavy. So I have the Thunder Megazord, and that each Zord just looks lovely. They feel like they've got good quality, but if you put the Megazord together, you can't do anything but just stand it up straight. You can't, there's not much posability with it. On mine, because each one might be different depending. But like when I got my Megazord together, if I want him to like just hold his arm out to hold the sword, it can't. His arm is too heavy, and it just falls to the ground. So, so it creates issues. And I know there was issues with the Green Dragon Zord, was because there's a lot of diecast on that when it merged with the Megazord for the form that goes in Titanus, since it's basically, it just kind of lays out, you just kind of lay it on top of the Megazord. It was so heavy you could not stand up the Megazord with it on. So I'm okay with it being lighter, as long as it just looks good and it's got some. It really looks like that might have the most, like, more posability than the Soul Chogogan. Soul Chogogan again is going to be much better quality with everything, but the Zap does look good to me, like in the Megazord form. So I really want it. So Zioda's Hero says, "Oh, sorry, I wasn't here for the intro, so how did the stinger turn out? You tell me." So I'm going to break for a commercial. So this is of Zioda Hero just had a podcast come out today, because today is Friday. And with Sam. So here is the I guess a little trailer for it, I guess you would call it.
But don't like message somebody doing that. It's weird, because I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm not responding in a character manner. I'm responding as myself. Yeah. And all I'm thinking about is that the other person's on the other end, like, jerking their
She means something else.
Well, I'm
Yeah. yeah.
I don't know. How did that look, Zioda Hero? Zioda Hero and Billy are squabbling. Well, Billy is part of Zioda Hero, but Jim and Billy are brothers, so they're gonna fight like brothers. I'm one of 4 boys, so like we fought all the time. Not all the time. Well, some of the time. Because me, my older and oldest brother, there was only 3 years between all of us. So, so Zioda Hero, how do you like my background? I kind of changed it up a little bit. So, I'm trying to do some different things. Make things look a little snazzier, I guess you could say. I also did that video that you shared me with the audio filters, and so that's what I've done. So I'm hoping that my audio actually sounds better than it normally does. I will know for sure whenever I edit the audio for the podcast, but it is what it is. Billy will fight Jim in the comments. Yeah. I actually like to see you guys fight. That'd be fun to watch. Maybe we can do like a Zioda Hero pay-per-view, Billy versus Jim. That'd be cool. That sound. Yeah, I got some things I need to work on with this. I don't spend as much time setting things up like I used to. I don't have as much time as I used to. I'm about to have more time now that school's about to start. And I might be changing up my schedule at work with the next few months. So things might change. We'll see. But what else is there to talk about? There's really no big show, like new show coming out. As like Disney Plus or, well, actually, I think I don't have HBO Max, but there's that new Game of Thrones prequel series that it's coming out next month. So I'm not big on Game of Thrones. I like after the first 3 seasons was cool, and then the 4th season got boring, and I just stopped watching. So I probably need to pick it back up. But maybe not. We got She-Hulk coming out pretty darn soon. Oh, there's a new Harley Quinn. Oh yeah, new Harley Quinn cartoon. Again, I don't have HBO Max, so I haven't seen any of them yet. I'm sure there's ways I could watch them somehow. But we will see. But She-Hulk, I think, is coming out next month. Can we talk about how Harley Quinn is blood and gore? Yeah, let's talk about it. I haven't seen it, so I'm going to assume so, because Warner Brothers and DC, even though they don't know what they're doing with their like live action cinematic stuff, they are really darn good with their cartoon versions, and they're very adult. Maybe not very adult. Sometimes a comic book. I've heard there was the Batman comic that had some suggestive stuff in it. But yeah, they're not made for kids. A lot of these Warner or DC cartoon films, but they do a really good job. Quality is really good. They use a lot of the same voice actors from the cartoons from because I think Kevin Conroy still does the voice of Batman, and he's been doing it since like 91, something like that, 92. Zero says I'm suggestive stuff. I could be. No, that's not gonna work at all. Also a great relationship going from Joker to Ivy, and it's legit healthy. I don't know how you can have a healthy relationship with going from Joker. She's in a relationship with Poison Ivy instead of a Joker. Well, Joker is like a sadistic madman, so you would think that anything else would be a lot healthier than that. But I need to watch it. It's a show, right? It's not like a movie, and it's like a second season of it. Like it's been around for at least a year or so, right? If it has, let me know if you're still watching. But She-Hulk's coming out this next month. Andor is coming out. I'm really looking forward to some of Kevin Conroy came out as gay. Huh. Learn something new every day. He's going to be at, so in September, I'm going to go to Arkansas Comic Con. And he's going to be there. I'm probably not going to be able to see him because Amy Jo Johnson's going to be there. Bulk and Skull, Jason Narvi, and I just forgot Bulk's name. Paul Shriver. They're going to be there. So that's probably what I'm going to spend my money on. But there's a lot of cool, Kevin Conroy's going to be there. They're going to have, I think that they're going to have the Cowabunga factory like they did at the Northwest Arkansas one. But they're also going to have the, well, they didn't say that they're going to, but I think they alluded to something like that because they are going to have the, I don't know what their van is called, but the van, they're going to have like an actual working van that looks exactly like the cartoon version of the van for Ninja Turtles. So that's cool. So we plan on going to that. We've been planning on that for a few months. But then my daughter's aunt decided to schedule her son's birthday party on that day. because it's on a Saturday and a Sunday. I can't get it on a Sunday because I'm working, so Saturday would be the only day I can. So, but we already had it planned. Like, it's already been planned, so I'm hoping she understands. Plus, he's like 14, 15. But if we can do both, that'd be awesome. But it's gonna be a lot of travel because the Arkansas Comic Con is all the way in Little Rock, and then then we had to go a few hours into Oklahoma for the birthday party. So Zio says, yeah, HQ Harley Quinn is going into its 3rd season. Okay. I know it was like at least its 2nd season. I know it's been around for a little bit. I haven't seen it. I haven't had HBO Max in probably a year and wait, no, not a year and a half. I haven't had it since the first of the year. I cut it off at the first of the year. Once they stop doing the movies, Warner Brothers movies, straight to HBO Max, like same time, I cut it because that's why I had it. So I can watch movies without having to go to the movie theater. Get the Bulk and Skull shout out. Yeah, I will. I'm gonna try my best to do that. See if I can get a shout out from them for Zio to Hero. So you can add it on your stuff. I might do see if they can do like both, and we can kind of edit to where it's either for me and you, and maybe even all the other ones. Maybe I don't know. It depends on what they want to do. And what's allowed. I'm sure they do allow you to get a recording of them, but I think it costs like the same amount of money as like a selfie or something. Maybe more. I don't know. Because you had to pay for your autograph, you had to pay for a picture. It gets pretty pricey. But Amy Jo was supposed to come to it last year, but she was in Canada, and Canada had rules where you couldn't leave the country because of COVID at that time. So she couldn't make it, so she's making it up, and she's coming this year. So I'm excited about that. It's gonna be fun. So we've come to about an hour. I've just kind of been rambling about stuff. Next week, though, we will have a special episode of Into the Nerdiverse. You do not want to miss this, because next Friday, ramble, I say. Next Friday is Zio to Heroes 1 year anniversary. So like this week is going to be like a big celebration of it across the Zio to Hero network. So look out. It's going to be a special episode. They're going to be on, I hope nothing changes. They should be on with me next Friday, as well as the next movie talk is going to be with them. So it's going to be a special Zio to Hero week on the Baker Rangers. Don't call you out like that. I can call you out if I want, Zio. What? So, something I didn't mention in this stream, we did talk about it yesterday. Zio to Hero had a live impromptu stream I was on. If you could hear it, because part of it, there was technical issues. So, anything that I'm associated with, typically there's going to be technical difficulties. So we had some technical difficulties last night. But we are going to do a giveaway. So if you follow me on TikTok, Baker Rangers on TikTok, or it's technically my personal TikTok page. I don't have a Baker Rangers TikTok, but my name is Baker Rangers on there. On that, because I'm trying to get a push to get to 5,000 followers. So on my TikTok, there's going to be a giveaway for this. On Zio to Heroes Instagram, we will be doing a giveaway on that for a Legacy Psycho. Was it? Correct me if I'm wrong, Billy. red and blue. I think it's red and blue. And then another giveaway, if you, whenever we set this up, which is coming by the end of the weekend, if you sign up for, or if you get on the Zero to Hero Discord and have a bunch of fun, yeah, red and blue. Okay, that's what I thought. On the Zero to Hero Discord, have a lot of fun with us. You can find a way to enter in to another one, which we haven't announced yet because I don't know if Billy has gotten that one in yet. So we're waiting to see if that's going to happen, to do a giveaway in the Discord server as well for Zeo to Hero, which you can get on, correct me if I'm wrong, Zeo, discord.zeotohero.com. Or just go to zeotohero.com and you can go to all the links. Or the link tree, their link tree, and all that jazz. So, but it's going to be a fun week, celebrating 1 year of Zero to Hero. Again, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be doing this right now. I'm having fun doing this. It's allowing me to be creative again. I started Baker Rangers 5 years ago, and it might have been August. So my Baker Rangers might be having a 5-year anniversary, even though I was only active maybe a whole year in this 5 years. But we started out just doing like toy unboxings of Power Ranger toys, me and my daughter. And then now it's kind of turned into this. And so I had thought I'd lost my mojo, my creative mojo. And I'm slowly starting to get that back. So I'm excited. So again, also follow all the other. So if you go to Zero to Hero, you can check out our other, especially if you get on the Discord, you can connect with all of us. You got Cosplay Dude 637, and his amazing cosplays on TikTok, and also his audio drama Fairy Tale, which you can find wherever you find your podcast. He's on YouTube. Iron Avenger 52. I keep on forgetting the numbers. He loves Gundam. He does Gundam models. He does live Gundam builds on TikTok. And check him out. He's pretty awesome. I was gonna do a movie talk with him recently, but things happened, so we had to reschedule. So Iron Avenger 52. So I will be so I'll get back to that later. Let me continue on my role about our partners. The Red Cornish Ranger, Mark, he's got a TikTok. He's got a new audio drama. Sorry, I'm having gas problems right here. Coming, where he's gonna take comic books and add a cast to do audio for it, a narrator, music, and all that. He's going to put it out on YouTube for the visual, but also on the podcast, Red Cornish Ranger, Nerds Through Comics. But the through is misspelled on purpose as an inside joke. So check that out, Red Cornish Ranger. Sam, who on TikTok and Instagram, she's Rebel with 2 R's, Ranger XX, something like that. She's pretty cool, but don't get on her bad side. Then she becomes Rita Firelord Sam, whatever her nickname is today. Check out Neon Lights. They have an awesome Power Ranger inspired cartoon series. I think it's cartoon series, and it's fun. I think they've already released 2 seasons. I think. So check them out. If you get on the Zero to Hero Discord, we also have Friends of Zero to Hero. Neon Lights is on YouTube. We have Friends of Zero to Hero like Ty and JR. I just got a brain fart on his Review Time Productions. Ty does have a audio book type Power Ranger inspired show on YouTube, so check him out there. So does Review Time Productions. They have Digital Beast, and I think he's creating a whole world cinema or universe of these different Power Ranger inspired shows. Cosplay Son, which is Cosplay Dude 637's son, which is Cosplay Son 637. He does a lot of the stuff, some awesome cosplay as well on TikTok, Instagram. He's also on the server. Dimensional Ranger, he's got some stuff out there on TikTok and YouTube. We got a crown. I forgot his name. The Green Spartan Ranger. He's on TikTok. He's on YouTube. He does some reviews and stuff there, and talks about stuff for Power Rangers. Has this cool like Spartan Green Ranger cosplay that he's came up with. Abysmal Crown 39. That's the one I was just thinking of. He's got some cosplay stuff on TikTok and Instagram. Check him out. We got Rachel Unleashed, who has her podcast on Spotify and wherever you find your podcasts. Talks about wrestling and Power Rangers, Doctor Who and stuff. I think I'm sure we have other friends in there. There's a lot. So if you want to get connected to Zero to Hero and chit chat with us, now I will admit that I'm not on it as well, as often as I probably need to. Some days I even forget that it exists. I'm not the worst, but I'm not the best. Oh yeah, Jason I can't even speak. Jason Shepard. He's like, he knows like everything about Power Rangers and Sentai and Kamen Rider and all that. He's the knowledge. Like, if you want to know anything and everything about Power Rangers, get with Jason Shepard on TikTok. Does he have a YouTube? I know he's on TikTok. We've been following him for a while. Yes, I apologize, Jason, if you're watching. I didn't mean to forget about you. There's just so much going on. So yeah, so that's the Zero to Hero network. Oh, he has a music YouTube. I did not know that, but it's not PR stuff. Ooh, sorry, I did not know that. I need to check that out. I am behind on a lot of stuff, so I apologize if I'm not caught up on all our partners and friends stuff. I could blame busyness, but it's overload of me knowing that I need to get stuff done, and then I end up just not doing anything at all, and I'll spend like 2 hours just laying in my bed when I could be doing some things. Yeah, Zero to Hero is very shocked. I know. But I'm behind on like literally everything. I know this is called Into the Nerdiverse, and I feel like a sham because I'm not nerdy enough. But, and Billy just gasped. I know. I apologize. But I'm gonna get better. But anywho, I thought Jim was the guy who was the top dog on PR information. Yes, Jim knows a lot. He does know a lot. But I really think that Jason is really knowledgeable and all that stuff. Yeah, self-promoting because it's Jim behind the Zero to Hero YouTube right now doing the commenting. So, go figure, right? He is dead to you. Jim is... Oh no, somebody else took over Zero to Hero. But anywho, thank you guys for watching. Even though it was just Billy and Jim on the comments, I'm sure there's other people that watched here and there. Or you're watching after this has already been live, or you're listening to this on the podcast. So, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And in the immortal words of Zordon, come at me, bro.
Sarge, we got new orders, Sarge. Oh, well, all right. What are they, private? Our list of orders. It looks like we got to follow some new shows, like from the Zero to Hero Network. Like the main show, Zero to Hero with Billy and Jam. Numbskulls, stop. The Baker Rangers on YouTube and Facebook. Stop. Neon Lights on YouTube. Stop. The Red Corners Ranger from dang Brett. Stop. The Iron Avenger 52 on Instagram. Stop. Oh, and also Cosplay Dude 637 story time with me. Stop. Alright, Sarge. Oh, not the private.